Go ra on the rise, say. Amama seta. Ashudu, ashute, ashu on. Vibrations every bucka. May your mind, buckas, and souls be all. May your omits be sound. May your buckas be leaven off ground. When you keep to the breath, the orth, the mothor, the seon, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you all. I Anma, I say Ra, L-I-E, say L, say I, Christ Story Chaplain, Tata Amen Ra. I Ma Truth Awareness True Talk can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma Elf, that's intelligence, Aminology to Angodu. This is sound logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice to Ray is Ray 1868. Go to Google, go to Apple, download your Kagadora app. Go to jesus.com, savbysound.com. You get access to erectionary.com. Go to amenra.com, buy some books, buy some apparel, buy the Mithorian Kagadora, have it delivered to your door, post it up on your wall. When you join jesus.com, you get access to that Mithorian Kagadora file for free just for joining. You can print it, display it, or take it to your local printer. You also get access to the I Baka to Omen. That's your protection. That's your initiation. That's getting rid of the old so you can bring on the new sound self. I don't consent to draconian state, nor should you. Hashtag that in your post. Thought is a sport that spawns intelligence. Fungi.org. Don't forget your mental health is directly tied to your etheric compass. You got to orientate yourself to Ba'am. That's solarization at jesus.com. All right. We're breaking some words. I got to remind you about the crypto shit shower update. Reminding you that the blockchain is not a financial umbrella that you can hold and prevent shit from head. So if you're new to crypto, old to crypto, come join us. Get an esoteric, etheric sound perspective to the game of gambling. Learn about the trap. Close that gap. Also, every Ray, we're trying to produce the Mithorian Kagadora update. So join us. What we do is we go back each year corresponding to the Ray that we're on. So for instance, today was 1868. So we went to the year 1868. And we reviewed what happened in that year. We reversed some things that happened so the rituals don't bring them back in a reset, and some things that worked in our favor, well, we invite them, the energy, back. All right. So anyways, during my crypto shit shower update, part one, we did two parts today. I mentioned the word manifest, and on the fly, I was breaking it down. But thinking about it, I want to break that word down properly, okay? So that we can decide if we want to manifest or not and have a choice, right? Because when we're manifesting, especially if they're telling us to connect meditation with manifesting, well, then we are giving ourselves to Lucifer, giving ourselves to Azazel, giving ourselves to the force of disagreement. And we're going to prove that because manifest means man soul felled the ether, felled Ra. That's what's happening when we're manifesting. That's what the command is. So everybody who's into spirituality, doesn't matter what you are thinking about or not, that word means man's soul felled Ra. Okay, so what you're doing by the name of what you're doing, you're calling in the falling of the ether. Okay, you're allowing the spirits to hijack whatever you're doing, right? You understand? Maybe those spirits might help you get what you want, right? Or maybe I should say they will get out of your way because you'll learn that you're always in control. As long as you're willing to go and do, you will get. Okay, that's just the law. That's just the rules. All right. So when we look at the word manifest, the MA is Mathor. Okay, Ma is the process of sound, vibration, okay, magnetism, creating matter. Okay, it's the process of bringing on to being, bringing life to being. Okay, so that's the MA. Remember, we have Ma, Ni, Fest. Okay, so the first sound that we're decoding, first we decode sounds or the syllables. Then we can break down each letter if we need to. Okay, so the first syllable is Ma. Okay, so that's Mathor. That's matter. Okay, so instead of talking about the product and saying MA means matter, just like sound is motion, we speak to the process. Okay, so the process is called Mathor. Okay, Ma to or Mathor. Okay, then we have Ni or Mani. Okay, but the Ni is made by the letters Ni. Okay, so Ni is Ni. Ni is a mask. Okay, it is used to describe the devil, Santa Claus, Saint Nick. Ni specifically is a copper colored ore that when you break it open, on the inside of it is the metal nickel. Okay, so it would appear silver or white or whatever on the inside. Okay, so when they were mining for copper and they thought they found copper, and when they broke it open, they found silver, they were upset. They believed they were tricked, so they named that ore after the devil. Do you understand? Okay? So whenever you see the word Ni, it is used to represent a mask. Okay, this is why you have Hermes is depicted with a happy face and a sad face. You have Loki, the trickster, like it's all the same shit. Okay? And then you have the fest. Okay, well, the f is feld. Okay, feld entity. Okay, the st is say ta. Okay, that's the ba that speaks to thought. Okay, that is Ra. Ra speaks to thought. Ra is Seta. Okay, Seta on. Ra speaks to life. The thoughts. Ra. Okay, so Ra is the Seta on. Okay, then you have est. Well, that's the ether or the or Seta. Okay, so in terms of biblical now, the or that is source, okay, that Ra speaks for. Okay, so Ra is the Seon, the or is one body, and the mouth of that body is Ra. Okay, so it is referred to the Son of God. So God is really the ether. Okay, I shouldn't say God is really. What God, the mask, is playing is sound, which is the or. Okay, so the code EST means above all. Okay, so this is why they say the sun rises in the east. Okay, because when they put the A, now they have the artificial ether, Seta. So EA is like saying AI. Okay, but they disguise it by putting the A in between. So to make the word east. Okay? But really, est is used to mean above all. Okay? So when you have the word ba and you put it together with east, you have ba est, which gives you best. Okay, so that's how you get ra, ba, est. Okay, so anyways, an is artificial life. Up here we have M, A, N. Okay, so that's ma, an. So the an is artificial, on. Okay, the a always doesn't always, but the a replaces the o. You have on, you have an. Okay, so the same way you would use on, they would have an. The Draco is they. Okay, so now if we want to correct that code, right, because when we're manifesting, right, what we're trying to do is we're trying to become Mothor. We're trying to produce something, right? You understand? But we also want the energy of the Seta. We want the say of thought. We want our thoughts to have say. Okay? But it's felt. The I, which is the soul, is felt. Okay? And no I, means no soul. Okay, you on the outside it looks like you have it, but on the inside you have no I. It's nigh. Okay? So once again, Draco wants to classify you as a parasite so it could engage with you. If you are a sound being, it cannot engage with you because you will not engage with it. So therefore, through language, it needs to cripple you, your senses, so you can go by your eyesight, so that you can be denied. Okay? Now, ma, on, I, est. That's how we correct it, by removing the F, the feld. That's all we got to do. Ma, on, I, est. Corrects manifest. Okay, your Mothor is on. Okay, you're a ma on. You are made on by Mothor, by source. That's what a ma on is. Okay, and your soul has risen above all. Okay, your soul is connected with the ether. Seta is connected with Ra. Your eye is connected with Ra. Okay, you are a ma on, a sound life, a baka. Okay, and your eye, your inner eye, not your outer eye, what's connected to your pineal gland, your senses. This is what the eye is. It's connected to the ether, Seta. Okay, the ether is Seta. You're going to the space. Ma'an I est. We can go more direct now. This is why I told you about the ba est, because I knew we were going to talk about ma'an ba est. Okay, to replace the I with the ba. Okay, it's very important. I was speaking with a baka today, and about how in language they always use the I to replace the ba. They don't want to. They want to use this ba as little as possible because they are the kaba. They put the ka, the flesh, before the ba. The ba, only one thing can be ba, and that's Ba'am. Doesn't matter if they say Ba'al, meaning the spirit of Al-Ghul. Okay, when you refer to Ba, you're referring to, the prime, the origin. Okay, so just like Ba'al is Al-Ghul, which is the origin for the Draco, you have Ba'el, Ba'am, the spirit of origin of motion, is sound, is thought. Okay, so we can upgrade that to Ma'an Ba'est. Then we could also go back to what is est, which is Ra, and we can go Ma'an Bara or Ma'an Ira. Ma'an Ira. If we say Ma'an Ira, now you could get close to the meaning of mirror, which is Ma or Ra. Ma'ai or Ra. Okay? But you are Ma'an I Ra. So now it means if you are Ra, or your Ba is Ra, then you have full authority to Ma'an I Est, or Ma'an Ba Est, or Ma'an I Ra. Okay? Man, soul, rise above all. That is the goal when you are Ma'an I Esting, or Ma'an I Ra'ing. Okay? This is a calling. This is what you want to do. Man, soul, rise above all. When you're manifesting, it's man, soul, feld, Ra. So man, soul, rise above all. This is what you want. This is the objective of what you're trying to do. Okay, so this exactly is what's the goal to happen to you. You're going to Ra for this to happen, for your soul to rise above all. What's your soul? Your soul is your soil. Okay, it is soul element. Okay, you're a soul element. Okay, an element is something that can be magnetically charged, can be electrified, can be powered. Okay, that's what an element is. Okay, so you're a thinking element, which means you can be powered, but you could also power. Okay, and so the things you do are the things that you sow. Okay, so what you are sowing is going to rise above all. Okay, you got that? So this is going to end the manifesting video. We're going to make another video and we're going to break down the word meditation. So like, share, support, comment, say thanks, whatever. It helps the algorithm. Fortunately, we are at war. We're being heavily blocked, but participation does help. Be a witness. Give your signature. Validate the sound logic to Anka U. Jesus.com. Sign up if you haven't. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. When I get up to a certain user's subscriptions, it opens up different doors and avenues. You know how it goes for production. So let's go. This is serious what I'm doing.